Ladies and gentlemen, Mrs. T's Pierogies are proud to present 12-time Grammy Award winner. Please make welcome polka music's living legend, Jimmy Sturr and the Jimmy Sturr Orchestra.
Some polka music, like Grandma and Grandpa used to play. Play me that old time music, 'cause polkas are here to stay. Come on, everybody, put your hands together. Come on. Just because you think.
Meet Jimmy Sturr, a bona fide music superstar. He's a 12-time Grammy winner who regularly plays to sell-out crowds across the nation. Yet you may not have heard of him. That's because Jimmy's not a pop star, he's not a rock star or a rapper. He's the undisputed king of polka.
It's a fun music. It's a happy style music. When you listen to it, you have to, no matter what, whether you're a polka fan or non-polka fan, I mean, you just sit right there and tap your foot. And anytime you go to either a polka dance or even a concert, I mean, everybody's got a smile on their face. They're always into the music. And if, I think this is why it's lasted so long.
Here we go, Frank. Go.
Recently, we caught up with Sturr at the Venus de Milo in Swansea, Massachusetts, and asked him how he got started in the life of polka music.
I started my band, I was 11 years old, still in school, and I always loved it. I always played polkas, always. Then we sort of inserted like rock and big band. But all my life, I thought about, and I've kept my band. I kept my band. I'm 51. I've had it since 11. I've had it 40 years. Just playing polkas. But I graduated from one of the military academies. I had to go in the Army after that, which I did. The band stayed together. And I got out, and my dad was the president of a bank. And myself and several of the members of the band worked for my father in the bank. But on weekends, we did the touring with the band. Well, coming in on Monday morning, nothing was more boring from that Monday morning till that Friday. And then we go out and be excited on the weekends, And it's just, finally, I talked to my dad and I said, I just want to try this. And he said, you really should do it. And that's what I did. And I went out on my own and I've never looked back.
If you're not a polka fan already, you probably think this music is only for the over 50 crowd. However, Sturr says this is not the case.
Lawrence Welk Show. Look, that was a great show. And it still has those reruns that are very popular. For many years, it helped the polka. Now I think people look at, it's just for your old-time people, for your grandmothers and grandfathers, or your mother and father's music. And that's not really true anymore. There's a lot of young people that go. We play out in Texas, we'll get 20 to 25,000 people, of which 70% of those people are 35 and younger.
In bringing polka music into the 21st century, Sturr incorporates more traditional forms of the music as well as adding a contemporary flavor.
I have tried to Americanize the polka, our style. Now, not that there's anything wrong with the traditional. I love traditional where it's sung in Polish or an instrumental. I enjoy that. But I think the majority of people now that do follow polka don't understand Polish. In my recordings, I'll do one or two to keep the traditionalists happy about that. But I think I've Americanized. I'll do a lot of English vocals. And I'll bring in some of these guest artists, who might have that little country flavor to the music. And that's what I've done.
Obviously, your average top 40 radio station doesn't play polka. But there are ways Sturr uses to get his new music out to the polka faithful.
Well, there's a lot of radio stations around the country. There's probably 450 to 500 radio stations that have either a weekly polka show or play polkas. Plus I record for Rounder Records, which has a vast distributorship. There's a lot of pop stations that, they think it's funny, but I think it's great. They'll throw one polka. Well, Jimmy Sturr won a Grammy. Here's what it sounded like, and they'll put that on. And they'll get requests to play it again. And this is another way to promote polkas. Everybody just enjoys a polka.
For Chowda from Swansea, Massachusetts, I'm Rick Johnson.